Welcome.
We're live.
We're live.
We are live.
November football.
Oh, yes. Hopefully no November rain. Welcome to Buzz Media coverage of this Southern Maine Class C semifinal.
That's right.
I believe I got that right? Between Cape Elizabeth.
A familiar opponent. We've been in this position a couple of years now in a row, right?
Yes,
Cape
in a playoff game.
Cape Elizabeth versus Levitt.
I think this is the first semifinal. I think it's been the final.
It's been the final.
The past two.
Yep.
A Saturday at 5.
Oh, we got a good shot there.
Oh, should we get a camera on that? I have to do this. There's Kevon Graham-Jones.
Kevon Graham-Jones greeting the players. Kevon injured in the Chevrolet game. You can see his foot there in a cast, but he's here to support the team.
Yep, just talked to him. He's hoping to be back in school next week. He's been out since he had surgery.
Excellent. I'm Chip Groover here with Isaiah Davis
And
Will Parkin. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome.
No replay Ryans today. He had to take a night off.
Yep. We miss you, Ryans. It might be because his headset's might be because his headset's not in, I was going to say.
No, I miss Ryan's. I'm a big Kyle Ryan's guy.
Big Kyle Ryan's guy. Oh, we are doing a little recognition for Jace Kavaya right now because he missed senior night a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
There are his parents coming over. That's great.
Yeah, that was nice. I was bummed watching the stream last week when I saw they announced Jason and he wasn't there. It's nice that he's getting the moment right now.
Gets his moment, definitely.
Yep. Where do you go for the Kavayas?
Kind of a weird time for us here, huh? Saturday at 5 p.m.
Saturday at 5. It's not dark yet.
I know.
But it's also not light. Like, it's not like Thornton Academy when it was like an afternoon game. It was like the sun was out and it was kind of a nice day.
Right.
This is like weird.
Not too cold either. 50 degrees.
No, it's great. I left my jacket back in the Buzz Media room.
Plenty of
no regrets.
Cape Elizabeth has elected to be introduced as a team. Ladies and gentlemen, Cape Elizabeth Capers.
There's the Cape
Capers
Elizabeth.
Getting introduced as a team. There's the team with the field goal post in between.
Starting Levitt defense. A sophomore defensive back, number 1, Mason Henderson.
Call out the defense. How do they decide, Parkin, if they're going to call offense or defense?
I think it just alternates.
Oh, that's not as clever as I thought.
I'm pretty sure. I don't really think that there's much because it doesn't make a difference because it doesn't.
No. I
Like
just
once you get to the game is when it decides like which one is starting. So I think they just pick which one they want to do first and then alternate from there.
Linebacker, number 7, Christian Taylor. The senior defensive back, number 22, Brandon Bilodeau. Senior linebacker, number
Something's going on.
31, Will Keith. A senior linebacker, number 34, Maddox Zimmer. Senior defensive tackle, number 51, Matt Remington. Senior defensive tackle, number 53, Joe Smugley.
We good now?
No, we were good.
Oh,
I
okay.
needed to refresh because it looked like no one was watching, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
I was sitting in silence and I was like, oh, what's happening?
No. Sorry.
And senior defensive tackle, number 78, Nash Engstrom.
Nash
Engstrom.
Engstrom. So there's our...
That's the new person in the starting lineup, right? Or no?
No, Nash
Oh.
in the starting lineup.
Who's new in the starting lineup?
New is Rementer.
Rementer, sorry.
Yeah. And then
so 51 Matt Rementer usually starting on the offensive line, gets rotated in on the D line, but not always a starter.
And Reed Langlois, I believe, is going to be on the offensive line for some plays in
for
place of Kavon.
I think Nash is the 1 seed, not the 1 seed, the first on the depth chart. But I do think Reed Langlois is expected to get a significant amount of time work done.
Take a moment to pause and reflect on the tragedy that occurred last week in Lewiston. Take a moment to remember those who lost their lives and all those affected by the event. We also pause to recognize those who came forth to serve and respond to our community. At this time, we'd like to take a moment and remember those people for 18 seconds. Thank you.
I believe you could hear, but if you didn't, we did a moment of silence for the victims.
Removing your caps.
And now here we have the national anthem.
Of our national anthem.
And here we go, boys.
Here we go. So we did. So there was a moment of silence there. 18 seconds of silence for the 18 people that were lost in the events at Lewiston. Nice in the center of the field there.
I know I can't get a great camera angle on it, but
painted by Dave Coburn. It says Lewiston Strong with the hornet and a blue heart on the hornet. So nice tribute there.
And a lot of blue from the fans too. It was kind of that's what the student section was. Blue out for tonight, so intermittently spread throughout the crowd is quite a bit of blue.
Yep. And it's been cool to see that sort of thing pop up. I think sporting, I've seen it all over the state.
Right.
People doing the.
We'd also like to recognize Levitt coach Mike Hathaway, but also making his way out for the coin toss is Levitt coach and Lewiston Police Department Detective Jim Thies.
Oh. So, recognition to Jim Thies, who's been on the Levitt coaching staff for years, but also is
Detective Jim
Thies from Lewiston PD.
Every day.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was kind of a nice and interesting moment Monday during practice, like when he was there for the first time, because he was kind of obviously
emotional about everything. Yep.
Right. So I think the team was very just appreciative of him.
It's cool to see the way sports can bring communities back together. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched any of the Lewiston EL Battle of the Bridge game the other night.
Yep.
That was really cool.
That was nice.
James Taylor.
Yeah.
Impressive.
We'd also like to announce that throughout the game, there are some jars that are being located at both concession stands and the merchandise table. They will be collecting money for the Lewiston Fund, which benefits the families affected by the tragedy in Lewiston. Please help out our neighbors by donating.
Also collecting funds for the Lewiston Fund here at the field tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So ref is showing the coin toss about to happen here. It's in the air.
Can you see? Did you see it, Chip?
Oh, I think it's heads. I believe Cape won the toss. They are pointing.
I think they deferred. I can't tell. There was a lot of.
Yeah.
Won the toss, deferred.
Won the toss, deferred. So
they're kicking. That was great pantomime by the ref there. You could see like the kicking. That's solid. That gives me very optimistic about the ref.
I will say I did call that head toss, right? Even from up here in the scissor lift, I was able to see that toss. There we go. Levitt getting pumped to go. I'm pumped to go. Are you guys pumped to go? We got some new sounds on the soundboard tonight, so we're excited to.
I don't know if I'm quite pumped up yet, Chip. Maybe you could give me.
It's gonna take a little bit. Like this is a slow burn, but once it catches, I think we're gonna.
But I think, Chip, you might. Is there something we've got fired up? I mean, there's maybe for playoff, put us in the right mood.
There's something we got here. Let's try it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Okay, all right, we're getting there.
I like that one.
But then, Chip, I still feel like I need a little, maybe like kind of a pregame speech,
like a coach speech.
Yeah,
that would really,
gets to the intensity of what's.
How's this work?
You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean. One half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
The inches we need are everywhere around us, and we are ready for kickoff.
Absolutely everywhere.
And the ball is in the air. Oh! A little trickery by Cape there with an onside kick.
Coming out hot.
I like that. I like that aggressiveness.
I like that by Cape.
That's not going to pay off for them because Levitt's now going to start with the ball at midfield.
But you know what? You got if you're Cape and you're going to try to pull off an upset today.
Yeah, we got to try something.
You got to try stuff. I much respect for Cape coming out here to try to bring.
Very much respect that game.
All right.
Haven't played in 2 weeks.
In a very familiar set, Carpenter in the shotgun position. Quick handoff to Max Demers, but a quick whistle.
Offsides on the offense.
Looks like that will walk the Hornets back 5 yards. And it'll be 1st and 15.
Hopefully that, obviously we're making a replacement on the offensive line, but also just having sat out a couple weeks. The Hornets may have a little bit of rust.
Rust, because it's been 2 weeks exactly, because it was on
2 full weeks since they've played.
Like Friday, so it's been
2 weeks in a day.
15 days since they've played an actual football game. So.
3 receivers, 1 in motion. Max Demers. No, it's a fake. It's going to be Noah Carpenter. Noah Carpenter's going to take the run, and he's going to take it up.
And meanwhile, Cape has not had a Cape season in a lot of ways, but they've won 2 in a row. They won to get in.
They beat York to get in.
And then they beat York,
Earlier in the week, they beat York to advance in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, Rust versus Rust for sure, because they had to play on Monday.
Right. Yeah. So they're kind of like fresh, but how beat up are they from that game? How much are they like? How much time did they have to prepare? Like, that's going to make a difference also, but.
Noah Carpenter, quick handoff to Will Keach. Will Keach makes a cut. Will Keach makes another cut. Will Keach is on the run. Will Keach might go all the way. Touchdown, Levitt.
Will Keach doing Will Keach things.
That was quick.
Took about 48 seconds for Will Keach to do
play number 3 from scrimmage, and the Levitt Hornets find pay dirt.
If there was rust, he knocked it off pretty quick.
Yeah, that did not take much.
And I'm sure we will replay that one.
Oh, this actually isn't.
Oh, hold on.
All right, Noah Carpenter back for the kick now. Ball is up and sneaks through.
Bit of a high snap, but brought down nicely by Colton Taylor.
And that will be 7-0 Levitt. I'm going to update that score because that's another one of my jobs tonight. So.
Hopefully getting that replay to you shortly.
Should show up on there. on the watch side.
All right, Levitt out to kick.
We're knocking the rust off, too.
Noah Carpenter.
I mean, I haven't been here for 3 weeks, but.
Right. I know,
So-
congratulations. We heard you got married down in New Jersey a couple weeks ago. That was the rumor. That's what people were saying.
I'm not currently married.
Not currently
No, I am
married.
not.
Well, if you have any updates, let us know.
For those at home, I'm recently engaged, is what
Congratulations.
Isaiah Davis is referring to.
I wasn't sure if I should say it.
I was going to introduce you as Will Johnson, but I refrained.
No, I will
Here's
not
the-
be taking her last name.
Kick down the middle.
And good return here by Cape. Makes a move. Brought down at about the 40-yard line by Levitt. That'll be good starting position for Cape.
Is that one working?
Nope.
87 Josh Blay making the tackle.
Is the huddle actually working?
The return comes out to the 40-yard
Regardless, at some point, if it gets working, we'll be getting some
Yep.
replays to you. At the time, for the time being, it's not working, but we'll see if we can get that figured out.
All right, number 11, Brady Inman, quarterback for Cape, back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, and it's a quick handoff. Met by a trio of Hornets and brought down in the backfield. That will be for a loss.
There was a lot of people in that pile. That was like when you watch kids playing in elementary school football and everybody's in the pile.
Or like a soccer game where they all just like swarm the ball.
You know,
I love soccer.
I know. I'm not going to stand for your soccer
53 Jason Negley.
slander here. There was all that hype about the Lewiston EL game, but there was the Lewiston EL soccer game last night that was pretty intense, too.
Oh, did
Lewiston won.
Lewiston won. All right, Inman back again, the shotgun. Takes a snap. I think he's going to throw it. Oh, and it's picked off by Will Keach. Will Keach doing more Will Keach things. Will Keach is going to take it to the house. And just like that, the Hornets have scored again.
Quick strike here.
I mean, what do you do?
What do you do? I mean, right place at the right time. Will Keach gets his hands on that ball and just takes it. Noah Carpenter back to kick the extra point. And he is 2 for 2.
So I think I can fix this, Chip, but you're going to have to run the camera while I do it.
One of my strengths. I'd be happy to.
I know that camera operation has something that's gotten you in trouble before. But I need to find...
So 2 quick scores by Levitt. It is quickly 14-0 with still 10 minutes to go here in this first quarter at Libby Field. We're in Turner, Maine. This is the semifinal between Cape Elizabeth and the Levitt Hornets. Hornets finishing another undefeated season.
Yep. An unprecedented undefeated regular season.
Yes.
Because there's been undefeated regular seasons in the past, but those were,
and then
as far as I know, for the most part, interconference,
right.
class
And then there's
games.
the undefeated season where you defeat not only the Class A state champion from last year, but the Class A runner-up from last year.
Right.
Thornton and Oxford Hills, both on our schedule this year, able to get W's, which is great.
Along with another Class A school in Lewiston and a Class B school in Lawrence.
Right. Very impressive run here for the Hornets. They're going to let that ball go through the end zone, and Cape will start at their own 20.
Coverage kick. Sails into the end zone. For a touchback, it will come out to the 20. First down and 10, Cape.
So this Levitt defense right back out onto the field. Not too much of a break there. They scored the last touchdown, and they're back at it again. Number 11, Brady Inman, back for the Capers in the shotgun. It's going to be a pass. He puts the ball in the air. He's got a man. And he's brought down at the 30. That was number 1, Tom Hennessy, with the catch.
Now this is something where, there we go.
I think I got that fixed.
So going into this game, previously Cape, I believe it was 45-7 the last time they played. There was a regular season.
Yeah.
We're up 14-0 currently. It's very easy to be like, you know what? We beat them pretty handedly before. Like, we're already up 14-0. Like, this is going to be an easy game. Just like that, they can show, like, they're still a talented enough team where if you don't play them perfectly, they're going to get a, 80-yard, play.
So in the back, quick pitch. Running back's tackled right away. I believe that was number 22, Mike Foley, the running back. Brought down the backfield.
Lost about 3, 4.
Number 75, Mason Twitchell in on that tackle.
And this is a playoff game. So if they don't take it seriously, if they find themselves slacking off and up 14-0, 2 scores, most dangerous lead, as we all know.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no real room for error. They got to make sure that they don't let something like that happen again.
All right, 3 receivers wide for Cape now, and a man in the slot. Let's see what they have up their sleeves. It's going to be a pass. Ball's in the air, and that's going to fall incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Pregame pass intended for number 22, Mike Foley. It falls incomplete. It brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
Yeah.
So a little bit of work to do.
What are you going to dial up if you're Cape right now?
I mean,
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14, but you're on the 25. So
Right. You actually, if you can get 10 yards, you're going to go for it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to get the whole 14, but.
Yeah, but the running the ball clearly has not been working for them. The defensive line has just been so far dominating the offensive line.
Keep an eye on that matchup over to the left, and that's number 1, Mason Henderson, against number 1, Tom Hennessy from Cape. That matchup, I think, is going to be good all night.
You got to take a timeout off the board there, Chip.
Oh, you're right.
You know, Ryans, we really do need you here.
Who took that timeout?
Cape.
Okay.
So I got a quick replay. We can get to the touchdowns. We can get to the interception. But I really just want to highlight something really quick here.
Oh, you didn't plug in the other. You got to.
Yeah, that we switched.
Get a reminder that located at the concession stand.
So right here, if you look at 53, Jason Egley in the middle, his nose lined up on the center. When he goes through, it's incredibly easy for him. And when I say easy, he's obviously very talented. He's obviously working hard. But if you look, he just goes up and he just swats him aside.
Brutality.
I truly, there's times when I'm watching Jason, I don't know how anyone is supposed to block him. He routinely gets double-teamed and triple-teamed by the offensive line. If you're going one-on-one against this kid, there's nothing you can do.
So here we're back. Cape in the spread. Quarterback keeps it. Oh! Big sack there by Mason Twitchell. Takes the quarterback down. Twitchell in the backfield in a hurry and wraps up the quarterback, spins him to the ground, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And 4th and very long. They lost a bunch there.
I know. They're kind of out of kicking range. I think they're going to go for it.
Got a replay on that if you want to watch it.
They're all the way back at the 40.
It's right there. You see Mason creeping up off to the right side.
Oh, there it is.
So he goes up. You can see that he's kind of creeping up. He's on that backer blitz. He goes through, gets past that offensive guard, and then there's a tailback that's supposed to be helping block. He just kind of sheds that quickly and then ends up getting the sack.
Okay, we're back. It is 4th down and 23. Cape's got 2 receivers wide, 1 man in the backfield. That's Hennessy.
I think he's punting.
And Hennessy is going to punt. They're going to let that fall. And, very good punt. They're going to down that at about the 4-yard line, so very deep starting position for Levitt. Still 14-0, 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
Although I think I've mentioned it before, if I was playing Tech Super Bowl, that would make me happy because
that's a 90.
I know it's going to track my stats.
It's a 96-yard touchdown bomb down the sideline. It's Retro Bowl. I think the kids are playing now on their phones, constantly, right?
Not gonna lie, I hate it. The amount of times, the amount of kids I just see walking around on their phone playing that is crazy.
Plus, it's not even that hard.
All right, Carpenter in the shotgun. He hands off to Maddox, Demers. Oh, Maddox lost the football.
Uh-oh.
It was taken right out of his hands by Cape, and they're going to push him into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
It is, the touchdown call. Cape player's very excited.
Wow, that was impressive. The Cape player ran in took the ball out of his hands and forced his way into the end zone, basically.
Yep. And he got pushed by a couple of his teammates.
Yep.
Huge play there for Cape. And that also goes back, I mean, I obviously was making a joke there, but that punt, if you're not pinned in the 5, that doesn't turn into a touchdown.
Exactly right. Yeah, it was a very, very good punt, and they capitalized and took advantage.
They are looking like they're going to kick.
Number 1, Hennessy for Cape, back to kick.
Let's keep our head on our swivel, boys.
Ball could be coming our way.
Hopefully.
We've waited all year for this.
Still not going to catch it.
And it's up, and it's good. Right through the uprights, and that is on me to update the score, right?
14-7.
You got that play ready if you want to check it out. So you can see here, Noah and Maddox actually in the end zone. And a little bit interesting, you don't really see the tailback directly behind the quarterback that often. Usually he's a little bit offset, but he's directly behind him. Takes the ball, kind of runs in 2 separate Cape Elizabeth players. Oops. Play it. And then it just pops out right there.
Right. And it just kind of fell right into his arms, and then he knew what to do.
And then you see his teammates kind of push him in.
Because you can see right here, if you look, it pops out, and then the Cape player grabs it. Max is aware, Noah is aware. I don't think anyone on the Levitt team knew what was going on. So then when I think you get 4 Cape players coming in and then pushing him back into the end zone, I don't think anyone actually knew that they had the ball. I think that they were just like getting pushed back and making a defensive play.
They are kicking this from not in the center here.
So here comes a kick. Yeah, a little off center for the kick here. It's up in the air. That's going to come down quick, though.
Brady Barclay making a good grab.
Brady grabs it and goes right to his knees. That'll be started about the 35-yard line.
So that's a smart play. A lot of times when people get the ball, they get a little bit concerned. They like kind of get this deer in the headlights, like freaking out. Like they have the ball and they think that they need to run it, when it actually makes a lot more sense. The negative side of maybe fumbling the ball vastly outweighs the positive side of maybe getting a few yards.
Right.
So taking the ball and taking a quick knee was very smart play by Brady Barclay there.
Yeah.
Okay, Carpenter back in the shotgun. 1 receiver wide. 1 man in motion. That's Will Keach. It's going to be a handoff to Keach. Keach makes a cut, kind of that jet sweep that we've seen so many times before. He's going to keep dragging some players with him, and I think he got enough for the first down there.
Yep, chain gang's moving. Yeah, people were asking tonight. Replay Rhines is under the weather, so we've got wind it back Will.
Wind it back Will.
Will Parkin with replays and expert commentary, along with me, Isaiah Davis, and Chip Groover on the call.
14-7. Levitt is up. Carpenter takes a snap from the shotgun. He's going to put the ball in the air. No, rethinks it. I think he might stay on his feet. See if he can make a move here. Makes a move. Gets by him. Oh, and he's taken out of bounds. Big hit out of bounds. Noah pops right up, though, and the ball's all the way down to about the 10-yard line.
It's tough to go one-on-one with the Gatorade Player of the Year. I actually tried to tackle him the other day in the hallway, and he did a spin move on me. True story.
Thank God that's all he did, because that might not have ended well for you.
Well, I wasn't really going to tackle him, but I was kind of coming at him, and he did yell spin move as he shot by me.
Oh. So ball on the 11-yard line now, 1st and 10. So I suppose the Hornets could get a first down without going in the end zone, but very close in the red zone.
As you can see on the clock there, 7:12 to go.
Noah's going to pass it. Looking around. I think the ball might have bounced before it went in the hands. Yeah, that is an incomplete pass.
I got that replay on that run if we want.
Yep. We got it.
So you can see Noah rolling out to the right. Doesn't really see anything. Ends up going to the left. Pump
This
fakes.
is where he has the guy one-on-one.
Ball the right guy.
Right. I don't like if you take the Levitt offense, who is like the best high school program in the state. Like, could Zach Wilson execute that?
So you can see here, like the backers and the defensive backs are actually going to the right with Noah as he goes. So that kind of opens up this big space off to the left.
Oh, I cut away from there because I didn't want to miss the play.
3 receivers wide here. It's a quick handoff to number 34, Max Demers. Max Demers makes a move. Max Demers gets in for the touchdown.
There it is.
Right through the corner, right by the pylon. He crosses the line and gets the touchdown, and that puts the Hornets up 20-7.
Now, if I know Maddox, he's pretty mad at himself that he gave up the ball and let that touchdown happen on this side. So
that's a quick redemption too.
He's a quick redemption, but he's also running angry out there. So it's good to see that he makes up for it pretty quickly.
6:41 to go here in this first quarter. Score is 20-7. Noah Carpenter back to kick his third extra point attempt of the night. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think he's going to make it. And he does.
There we go. All right, I got that touchdown run.
21-7. Levitt is up.
So right here, obviously highlighting Maddox. I do want to once again highlight Jace Negley. He's the right guard. If you want to just watch him, pulls to the left and just unloads on one of the Cape kids and knocks him over. So you can see Maddox in the backfield. Looks like Keach motioning to the right. Takes the handoff, follows Nash and Jace as they're pulling to the left. Nash cuts up inside of Jace once he knocks that kid over. Max getting a decent hold to block through. Stiff arms a kid.
Right.
Makes a pretty acrobatic move. If
I know,
you see
yeah.
here, he kind of shifts his body weight out to the side, but does manage to cross the plane.
Definitely
stay in bounds.
Definitely an athletic move to go over the pylon there and make sure he crossed the plane.
And get the touchdown.
It's like the first half of that run was, like you said, it was the blocking, but then that last part was all Maddox.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what really just gives you a good offensive running attack is if you have a really good offensive line, they open up holes and it gives them like a good 3-4 yard head start if you have like even a decent running back because it gives them like a good chance.
Yep.
No, with a great kick there taken by number 1, Tom Hennessy. Good return. Brings it back past the 20.
But then if they're not a great running back, then they make that 3-4 yards, but then sometimes they get like stuffed or sometimes they will fumble the ball or sometimes they get like hit but then maybe push backwards. And then if you have a really good running back, but you don't have that good of an offensive line, they might get lucky sometimes and they like juke out or like kind of like spin move 2 or 3 people in the backfield and then they get past them and make a big play. But more often than not, they get hit in the backfield or those holes don't open up in the middle of the field. But when you have a really good offensive line and really good talented backs, that's when you get consistent touchdowns, consistent big yardage, consistent like...
Parkin geeking out over the offensive line here.
I love the
very
offensive play.
All right, number 11. Inman back for Cape. Quick throw to the side. That's to Hennessy. He's taken down a short gain.
Nice pass by the ref right there at the end. Did you see that?
Tight spiral.
Yeah.
So that was good for 5 yards. I'll bring up 2nd and 5.
I'm sitting around. I like to, occasionally give the people just a little bit of this view of Turner that we see.
Yeah, it's kind of nice this time of night. We're not in the complete dark yet.
All right, here we go.
Wide receivers on both sides. Got 4, 1 in motion. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he's going to get tripped up, but not much of a gain there.
22, Mike Foley with a handoff.
Oh, that was actually Mike Foley, number 22, that took that. So it was a direct snap to a running back.
Hopefully not.
I missed the Wildcat formation there.
We have some. Well, actually, I'll wait till we have a timeout or something. I got something to say. But I'll wait till we get some time.
I got something to say.
3rd down and 4 for Cape. Going to take the snap again. It's going to be a handoff. Big back, makes a spin move. I don't think he got enough to get the first down though.
No, but they're going to be close. I bet they're going to go for it.
They are very close.
I know Cape. And I think I do.
We
They're
know
going for this 4th and 1.
We know him pretty well.
We do know him pretty well.
Now, a couple years ago, I got called out for not knowing the names of people in the Cape game. I'm prepared. I've got the sheet in my hand this time. So, welcome to the 257 viewers we have in the World Wide Web watching us live here from Libby Field. 4th and 1 now. Did they get him?
With 22, Mike Foley taking the direct snap.
Nope.
Catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
That was actually, I'm not sure if they still do it, but I'm not sure when that trend started. When I played, they would play over the speaker. So we would have our usual pregame music, and we would like listen to music and everything. But right before we would come out at the start of the game, someone would put up search the YouTube video of the Any Given Sunday speech and just play like all 4 minutes of it, and we would just sit there. I'm not sure if they do it anymore, but that was definitely...
Well, before you got here today, there's...
Oh, nice pass there. That was number 1, Hennessy, but he's brought down right away. So that'll bring up second down and long. May have gotten 5 on that.
Who's Mason Henderson in the tackle. Yep, looks like about 5. Yeah, before you got here, Parkin, we listened to the whole speech to get ourselves fired up.
It's a great one. I know the whole thing just because we would listen to it. I think I listened to it 40 times over the course of my high school career.
2 receivers wide now for Cape. Inman back in the shotgun. And it's a quick handoff. Tackled by a whole bunch of Hornets there. A swarm, you might say.
If the viewers at home don't know, Chip Groover is just on the soundboard tonight. He's bringing you the audio stylings of Chip Groover. I've got the visuals with the camera. Parkin's got the replays.
So that'll bring up second down and 2.
Third down.
I
I don't think the scoreboard's
Scoreboard's wrong.
That's not
Chain
on you,
gang.
Chip. That's not on you.
But, Chip, if you looked at the chain gang.
So Inman back in the shotgun. Quick handoff. He tries to cut to the outside, but he's chopped down. He is not going to get there. That once again will bring up 4th and short. And
I think
if we know Cape.
I think we do. They're going to go for this.
Is it 4th and inches?
It is.
Catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us.
Parker, how do you like the fact that we had the long version and the short version?
Honestly, I didn't know how long it was going to go for because every time I'm just like, oh, we got the whole thing.
Here we go. 4th and short for Cape. Levitt defense looking to hold them here.
Looks like they might be.
Boy, I'm getting all excited, and looks like Cape might be taking a timeout.
Nope, you got to adjust that one, too.
I will update that on the board. That's Cape's second timeout, so they only have 1 remaining here.
While we're there, I have some updates from states today.
Oh.
Cross country.
All right, let's hear it.
So Gabe Durazo, 10th place in Class B with a time of 16:53.
Wow, that's fast.
Could you run 1K in 16:53, Chip?
Yes, I can do one.
That's an unfair shot at Chip Groover.
Yeah, no, that's unfair. And where is the time? Haley Marston.
She did pretty well, too, right?
She did really well. She is going to New England. I'm looking for her time in here.
Oh, boy.
So she had to finish top 22 overall to go to New England's. 19:30 in 4th place, and she lost by 0.3 of a second for 3rd place.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
Very close finish. So
congratulations to those two. Cross country. That was up in Belfast, I believe, today. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Which I think is also where New England's is.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
4th down and short. Who's going to, is Cape going to get the inches they need? Or is Levitt going to stop them? Let's see. Man in motion.
Inches are all around us.
Quarterback keeper. It's going to be close.
Chain gang's moving.
That's going to be 1st down. So that's 2 consecutive 4th down attempts that the Capers have made and been successful. So, good for them. Keeping the Levitt defense on the field.
They are, if you look at them, they are a very big, strong offensive line. So when they need a few inches, it does not surprise me that they've been able to make these conversions when they need it.
Inman back in the shotgun. He's going to throw it. He's going to put it up high. Oh, Mason Henderson says, I'll take that. And that's intercepted by Mason Henderson and the Levitt Hornets, and the ball will go back to Levitt. Nice play there by Mason. He kind of turned around, elevated right at the perfect time.
Yeah, that was a great play.
And brought that ball right in.
Got that replay if we want it.
Yep, let's check it.
So I want to give credit to Henderson. He actually, the big play, the big run, that was on him. Like, he kind of misjudged the ball, and it ended up going over his head, and that's how that Cape receiver got that big play. He was able to adjust in the air, battle for the ball, and able to come down with the ball. So making those in-game adjustments.
So here's the Levitt Hornets. It's going to be a quick handoff to Will Keach. Will Keach is hit in the backfield. Will Keach evades the tackle, evades another tackle. Eventually, though, they are going to stop his progress, and they're going to blow that play dead.
Didn't gain a lot, but I'd still kind of call that Keach things. Will Keach doing Will Keach things. Not getting tackled.
Making a lot of people miss there. Big number 77 from Cape, Tyler Granada in the backfield, making some noise.
Also, just never ending up on the ground. Keach kind of doesn't go down easy.
Never actually gets tackled. They just kind of blow the whistle dead. It's kind of like Chuck Norris. You know those Chuck Norris jokes? They kind of apply to Will Keach.
Pass on the play brings up 2nd and 14 for the Hornets.
Noah Carpenter going to keep it himself. Sees a hole. Nice run there by Noah. Makes the spin move that he made on Isaiah Davis. And he's going to take it down the sideline. Oh, one man to beat. And he's brought down. Great run there by Noah.
Noah Carpenter on the carry.
That was a great play by Noah. It was. That's exactly what it looked like in the halls of Levitt just yesterday.
Big run there for Noah. That was about a 60-yard gain, I would say.
His run good enough for the Hornets. First down.
Ball is now on the 16-yard line.
The 16 for the Hornets.
Lily Pelletier is a warning for you, Chip, that you got to watch out on the sounds because Parkin will make fun of you later.
Deservedly so, Lily. Deservedly so. We can get that later, but yeah, ground. I got that run if we want to.
Let's look at it.
So something, again, it's not about what the backs are doing, it's about what the line is doing. So you can see that Keach is motioning to the left, but once the play's started, you can see Mason Twitchell, he's the left guard, he starts motioning to the right and he's pulling to the right, so you know that the play is going to end up going to the right. So he goes across, hits the D-line, drops him, and then after that, this is where Turcotte running with him, getting some good downfield blocks.
Technically, he did say he could go all the way.
He could go all the way.
He didn't.
He only went 80% of the way. But. Carpenter back in the shotgun now. 2 receivers wide. Carpenter's a quick handoff. I kind of missed to who, though? That's going to be end of the first quarter, though, which is kind of nice for us because they're going to switch ends of the field, and they'll be right underneath us here on the scissor lift. Levitt up 21-7 after 1.
I still don't know who had that carry. I tried to hear Shafeli, but I couldn't hear.
I think it was Keach. I've got the first touchdown run by Keach if you want.
Oh, here we go.
We missed a few of the replays early on, so you can see Keach lined up to the right. He's going to motion to the left. You're going to see Jason Mason motion.
It's that quick cuts.
And then at this point, he's just faster. Like, there's nothing, like,
yeah.
Once you get that breakaway speed, and that's what I'm talking about, where, like, you have a really good offensive line that helps get him into, like, the first 5, 6, 7 yards. But then after that, he's just so fast. Like, he gets that just, like, he slowly builds away from them, and then he's just got too much distance in between.
Yep.
And he's got that those hockey moves. He makes the really quick cuts that we've discussed.
The jump cuts.
The jump cuts. That one wasn't really a jump cut, but he turns on a dime, as they say.
We do like a good jump
cut.
Although
I don't really know why anyone's turning on dimes. I'm not really sure what that means. Like,
I also have the interception if you want to watch that.
Yeah, we have plenty of time. Let's get it.
So you can see Keach, I'm not sure what they want to be called. They're defensive ends, they're outside linebackers, but usually you would have all 5 right up on the defensive line, up against the offensive line. So you can see Maddox is off to the left, he's on the line, but Keach is actually split off a little bit, so he's kind of more of a defensive back linebacker in this instance. So he goes up, but then he kind of steps back to cover, and then he ends up getting that interception.
Great jump, too. No jump cut, just a straight-up jump.
So here we are, start of the second quarter here at Libby Field. Hornets up 21-7, and they have the ball on the 7-yard line. It's 3rd down and 1, so they can score or they can get a first down. I think they're going to choose to score. That is Keegan Rennie, the tight end. He's going to catch that from Noah Carpenter, and that is a touchdown.
And Rennie, if you catch him pointing there afterwards, that's because he was pointing at Kavon, right here in the end zone.
Oh, very nice. Score is currently 27-7.
Colton Taylor in the game.
Oh, you think this is?
Big
Well,
Colton,
they've got an interesting.
big Colton Taylor guys lined up very
Oh,
oddly
what is
here.
this formation?
Different formation look for. This is a 2-point conversion. I think Noah's going to keep it. Oh, and a stretch at the end, and he's going to get a big hit there, but Noah kind of plows through, finishes the play.
I mean, we need to replay the touchdown, but we're going to need to replay that 2-point conversion just because that was a.
So I do have the touchdown.
All right, ready?
So you got Aiden Turcotte motioning to the left. It looks like you got Colton Taylor in the backfield. And then Rennie just gets.
Oh, there we are in the scissor lift. We forgot to wave.
So Rennie is actually a very good blocking tight end. So he plays a little bit of back, a little bit of tight end, but you can see that he's lined up to the right of Nash. Usually if it's a run play, he'll just down block. So sometimes it's hard to really, like when you have a wide receiver, you know that you're supposed to be covering him because he's going out and he's going to be like trying to catch the ball. Tight ends, you can kind of get away with. You see him go, kind of fake block there, and then go out, catch the ball, and then just fall in.
Chuck, I don't.
Oh, I was not sure where Vanilla Ice was coming from.
Vanilla Ice is here. Chuck asked if I'm going to join something called the Mullet Mafia. That's not going to happen. I may have had a unfortunate incident when I was younger, but it's never coming back.
That's too bad. You sure? You're firm on that? No more
Yeah, no,
mullets?
I'm firm. I'm
Okay.
firm on no mullet.
I'm pro mullet.
Yeah, well, Parkin, when was the last time you had a mullet?
2014.
You got that wedding coming up.
Listen, I've been trying to get a mullet for years now, but given wedding pictures and all that stuff,
she won't let you shave. She won't let you have a mullet.
Onside kick by Levitt. Ball's in the air.
And
Picked up by Mason Henderson, and then Levitt gets the ball back at midfield. What a great kick there by Noah. Had a great second bounce.
Yep.
And it kind of went over the Cape player's hands and fell right into Mason Henderson's
And that's
hands.
2 big plays in the last couple of minutes by Mason.
Yep.
Grabbing the ball and coming up with turnovers.
So I got that replay if you want it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So lined up like usual, you can't really see that anything different is going to be happening. But that is actually a pretty perfectly executed kick because you can see it bounces. It's less about the distance and it's more about just like how difficult it is to field it. And then you're not able to advance an onside kick, so as soon as Mason got possession of it, the play was blue dead.
Hornets coming back our direction. Noah pump fakes, puts the ball in the air. Aiden Turcotte there. Oh, and Aiden Turcotte steps out just short of the touchdown. What a great pass, though, by Noah. Great pump fake. Gave Aiden a step to get past the defender. Falls into his hands perfectly.
Here we are. We're just 16 seconds into the second quarter. 29-7. Cape had a glimmer of making this a game when they got that touchdown, but the Hornets are
pulling away quickly.
Did not want to see that.
Yeah. So ball and 5. 1st and 5 for the Hornets. Carpenter with Maddox in the backfield. Keach in motion. Carpenter's going to throw it. No, Carpenter's going to take it himself. And he's in for the touchdown.
Oh, penalty flag is thrown, however.
But there is a penalty flag.
And it's coming back.
Oh, and that's a holding against Levitt. So that touchdown will come back. And they will mark off some penalty yards. Colton Taylor coming into the game here.
Chuck said that he would describe Will and Chip's hairstyles as mullet-ish. And I love that description.
Currently mullet-ish?
I like mullet-ish.
We have had a lot of talk of who's got the best hair in Buzz Media.
So Colton Taylor back for quarterback right now for the Hornets. Noah Carpenter steps off for a play. Let's see what Colton has up his sleeve. Colton's going to keep it himself. Colton Taylor thinks he wants a touchdown. Oh, just short on the 1 yard line.
Don't put Noah in. Keep Colt out there. Shoot.
Noah coming back into the game.
Tom Hennessy and Aiden Connolly combining on the stop of Taylor. Bobby Mark at the
Parkin trying to wave Hathaway off on the call there.
I don't know how successful that was. Colton Taylor still is in the backfield, though, with Noah Carpenter. On the 1-yard line here, second down. And it's a handoff to Taylor. Colton's going to bull ahead, and that's a touchdown. So Colton Taylor rewarded with the touchdown there.
35-7.
Yo, I don't know. This is bringing me back to 7th grade. I'm going to age myself. But.
So, quick recap if anyone tuned in late here. Well, actually, let's wait till this is replayed.
So we are in a two-point
conversion.
2-point conversion again. 3 receivers. Carpenter back in the shotgun, man in motion. That's Will Keach. Carpenter's going to throw it. And that's number 15, Landon Daigle. He's going to go in.
Oh, my boy, Daigle. I think he was doing that one for Lola, our HBT Fish.
And there we are, 37-7. Levitt up by 30. Early here in this first half.
So, for anyone joining late, 5 o'clock start, you might have missed it.
Right.
Keach scored on the second or third play of the game.
Yeah.
To go up 7-0.
And then
Keach had a pick
six.
A pick six right away after. Cape did pick up a fumble and return it for a touchdown to make it 14-7.
Yep, Cape had the ball about midfield. Levitt defense was doing a good job, but then they had a really good punt, and it was fielded on the 4-yard line, so it was right up against the end zone. And then was able to get a strip from the running back and then return it for a touchdown.
Yeah. But then we came back. Maddox had a touchdown.
Maddox had a touchdown at the other end. Keegan Rennie had a touchdown catch here, and then we just saw Colton Taylor go in for a rushing touchdown. So lots of scoring here in this game. Semifinal here at Libby Field.
Still 10:39 to go in the second quarter.
Carpenter back to kick. I don't know if they're going to do another.
Kind
of a weird formation again, bunched up on the sidelines, and just kind of a little pooch kick. It bounces, a nice bounce for Levitt. Cape player picks it up, and Cape player is brought down.
Nice.
Nice tackle there by Mason Henderson, and assisted by Joe Martin.
I got that Colton Taylor touchdown run.
Let's see it.
So this one, hole doesn't open up quite as wide as some of the other plays might, but that just shows kind of like the toughness and the grittiness of Colton Taylor, able to like just work his way in between the blockers and get across the goal line. I'm just going to keep talking over through it, but
Colton Taylor picking up those inches. They're everywhere. 10:33 to go here in this second half. Number 11. Brady Inman back for the Capers in the shotgun. He takes the snap. I think he's going to throw it. He does to number 22. That's Mike Foley.
Good open field tackle by number 4, Turcotte.
Yep.
Foley tries to make a move. Doesn't pick up too many with that, though. That'll bring up second down and about 9.
Niner. As I like to say.
Is that how you like to say it?
Yeah, I do like to say Niner.
All right, Cape with 3 receivers wide. Now Hennessy off to the right. He's gotten a couple targets tonight, so one to keep an eye on. Inman's going to throw it. Oh, it's tipped at the line, and that's going to fall incomplete, and that will bring up third down.
Who was that?
I think that was 33 Keegan Rennie. Doesn't typically get in on defense right away, so seeing him make some plays right away is pretty good to see. Yeah, it looks like we're already kind of starting to work some of
not the young kids necessarily, but like the backups.
Right. I don't want to say the JV kids. It's just like, again, Keegan Rennie might be the 3rd outside linebacker, but he's come in for like Maddox, and it looks like Langlois came in for Nasher. So we're going to start making some.
So Inman back in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. He's going to put the ball in the air, and that play is blown dead. Too bad for Cape because it was a nice pass.
But that's a penalty against Cape.
You can see number 9, Brendan Bickford, also in. So making his way in.
Making his way in the world today.
I guess.
I kicked everything he's got.
Niner.
Niner.
Brendan Bickford. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long for Cape after that penalty.
Oh, it says quarter 1, Chip.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
Thank you, Nicole, for holding him accountable. Or letting me hold him accountable. Pass back.
Oh, ball's in the air, goes through the hands of Hennessy. It falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for Cape. I don't think Cape's going to go for 4th down this time. I'm going to call that. They're pretty deep in their own territory here, so I think we're going to see a kick. And again, that's Tom Hennessy for Cape that's back to kick this ball. Will Keach, number 31, back for the Hornets to receive. Hennessy with a nice punt. Keach is going to be able to take it in. Keach is going to be able to get a return, I think. He's spun around, breaks a tackle, doing Will Keach things, but he is brought down by a couple of capers at about the 50-yard line.
Will Keach on the return.
9.5 minutes to go, 37-7 in the second quarter.
Oh, it's all right. You go ahead and look, but it's right.
No, I just know Chuck was piling on.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Chuck, nobody holds us more accountable than Chuck.
Absolutely. Shout out to Chuck. Hopefully he's watching from home. Well, he might be here. Sometimes he's here for game nights. Carpenter's going to start in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide to the left. Ball's in the air, and that's caught. Max Demers with a nice catch and a nice run. Almost looked like there might be a face mask there. No flag. He's brought down. That will be enough to move the chains.
Yep. Chain gang getting their steps in.
Brought down by number 13.
9 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Down to the 35.
Number 70, Colin Brady also went on the tackle.
Slow-moving clock in the first half here, but if we keep things up, we could be looking running clock second half.
It could be.
It's got to be a 35-point lead and into the second half.
Carpenter back in the shotgun. Man in motion, that's Mason Henderson. Mason Henderson takes the ball in the backfield. Gets a run, but there is a flag on the play. I don't know if they just blew that play dead. I mean, the flag was down, so let's see what they have to call there. Looks like it is a holding against Levitt, so that's going to back them up.
I've got that catch by Maddox if you want to watch it.
Yep.
So something that's interesting about when you have a tailback go out for a pass is usually what's going to happen is if the defensive line is getting through too much, that running back is going to chip off and kind of help block. But if he doesn't have anybody, then he just kind of goes out. The advantage of doing that is when the receivers run up, that kind of creates this space in the middle because they kind of distract away from him. So then he's able to just kind of work his way out and get the easy catch.
1st and 17 here. Noah's going to go back. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to have a man. That man's Will Keach. Will Keach says, I think I'll get my 3rd touchdown tonight. And the Hornets continue to pile it on.
Chip, my favorite calls are when you say what they say. I love the... wish we could put word bubbles above Will Keach. And 43-7.
43-7. And it looks like Levitt will be going for 2 again here. What makes you go for 2 here, Parkin? What do you think at this point with the score as much as it is?
Probably just as much what you want to work on as anything else, right?
Yeah, sometimes you want to practice like specific plays are designated as 2-point conversion plays.
Okay.
Like it's not necessarily like...
And that is a Noah Carpenter pass to Mason Henderson, and Mason Henderson makes his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That will bring us to 45-7.
Because
it's not like
when you're right up on the line, like maybe it's not a 2-point conversion play, but it's just like a goal line play. Like you're going to have a different play when you're at midfield than when you're right on the goal line because like you're not going to run a 30-yard out, if you're like the receiver, you have to run like very close and like make sure you're staying in bounds. So like Davis said, it's just about getting like practice in. Not to say that like they're not taking this seriously or anything, but it's obviously when you're up by this much and you're able to kind of work on some stuff. Like that play earlier where they shifted the entire offensive line to the left. They don't want the first time they do that to be when it's a tied game and it's like a lot riding on it and they maybe aren't really super comfortable running it. They want to run it in a game-like situation, but maybe when it's not as much of a risk if it doesn't go right.
How much of that do you think, though, is Mike Hathaway playing chess and showing some looks that you'll probably never see again?
That's also part of it. There's some that they're never going to show that they're going to whip out in like if you remember the state game last year when Bo Mayo was pulling to the right to block and then ended up getting the pitch back and then running it in. Yeah. Like that was never even attempted in a game, but they do it in practice. And I think they only practiced it a couple times that week. But then they were able to like showcase that in the game. So
that was a great moment. Bo Mayo getting the touchdown in the championship game.
Yeah, as a senior, it's harder to get a more like cool ending to your football career than
Carpenter with the kick. Ball's in the air, coming down a little crazy, but Hennessy gets his hands on it, starts to run back at the 10, makes a move. He's not going to get too far, though. Brought down right past the 20, about the 25.
So got that Keach touchdown. So you can't actually see the catch because it's a little bit out of the range, but you can see he's down at the bottom. He's off to the right. He runs out, shifts into the left. And then once he has the ball, again, when he turns the afterburners on, you're just not catching that kid.
He's not going to lose a lot of foot races.
So ball on the 26-yard line will be 1st and 10 for Cape.
A ton of score here, and it's only been 4 minutes of the second quarter.
Right.
Not a lot of clock has been running.
So in a familiar set, Inman back in the shotgun, has 2 receivers wide, has a man in the backfield with him. That's number 22, Mike Foley. Ball's going to go to Foley. Foley's going to make a cut, but he is met right away and dropped. Not a big gain with that run. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a swarm.
That was a swarm. I'm a little late on my swarm. I'm too late now. Too late.
Yeah, right. No,
I missed
cold.
Missed my chance.
Bree Mishu trying to call me, not knowing that we are live on the internet.
We are live on the air, but we do have the...
Can't pick up phone calls in the middle of it.
What a cute baby, though, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Not a big baby guy, Parkin.
I want to mark the time, 7:30, second quarter, so I can tell Bree to go back and watch that.
Oh God!
All right, Foley with the run, and Foley,
big hit.
Foley meets Colton Taylor and just went flying. Big hit there by Colton.
Apologies to the baby.
Once it's on the internet, it's there forever, Parkin.
Whatever.
Yeah, all right. Just saying.
I was a little concerned about the baby's clothing choices a while ago. I was wearing a pumpkin. I don't know if you ever saw that picture.
Oh, I thought you meant right now. And I was like, I mean, she had a hat on. I think it's fine.
No, there was a picture on Facebook. The baby was literally wearing a pumpkin. That doesn't seem sanitary.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the game here. 6:40 to go. 45-7.
Looks like one more timeout, or is that a flag? No, that's a timeout. You know what we haven't played yet? We haven't played our theme song.
Oh.
Our Buzz Media theme song. We've been promising a better version of this all season long, and here we are in November.
The live version has not yet been recorded.
It will be, though.
Love it.
It's good stuff. Speaking of new songs, did you hear the Beatles' new song?
I did hear that.
That was pretty wild, huh? Like 2023, the Beatles are going to
I don't know
release
what
a
I
new
think
song?
about that. They pulled
the audio
off something?
off of a tape. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
off of a cassette tape. They were able to take just the Lennon's audio and then create the sound from that.
We're all just contemplating the Beatles having this song.
I mean, it's a lot to think about.
It is.
6:41 to go here in this first half. 3rd down and 9 for the Capers. They have 4 receivers wide. Inman back in the shotgun. Foley back with him in the backfield. He's going to throw it. Ball's in the air. Oh!
Nearly
Keegan
picked.
Rennie climbs the ladder and almost gets a hand on it, but that does fall incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And if I know the Capers, they're probably going to bring out the punt team.
4th and 9. I would say so.
Deflected by 33 Keegan Redding, and that ball is incomplete.
We got to.
But this is also like keep an eye out for maybe a fake punt. Like everyone would be expecting a punt, but also you're down 38 points. Like,
Right.
Something you can't just continue to punt. Like if they
And you've got
have
to.
any idea of making any kind of offensive production, they're gonna need to do something. And maybe they punt here.
So, number 1, Tom Hennessy back in the punt formation like he has a couple times tonight. Let's see what they do. Oh, ball snap low. Ball's on the ground. And, he picks it up. But Jace Negley and Maddox Demers are right there to bring him down, and Levitt will take over.
About the 5.
Just looking at the end zone.
So I think Maddox on that play wasn't actually going for the tackle. It looked like he was trying to push him into the end zone so that he could get the safety. So that kind of gave him a little bit of an opportunity to get a few more yards instead of just like making the tackle. But then him and Negley able to take him down eventually on the
Tough
3, 4, 5 yard line.
Tough
4
break
yard line.
there for Cape. That's tough snap to keep control of and wasn't able to. Carpenter now back in the shotgun. Ball is on the 5-yard line. Carpenter looks like he's going to pass it. Ball's in the air, and that ball's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down. A little miscommunication there.
2nd and goal.
And the Hornets did not have any rust problems.
No.
From, that 2-week, 15 days off.
I think you were right. Wilkeach knocked that rust off 3rd play of the game and haven't really stopped since. So.
Plus, these guys practice so intensely.
Yes.
There's a lot of times where the look team practice squad is at times more competitive than some of the games that they're doing, and that's kind of what gives them an opportunity to be so.
There's a nice little flip.
And that's it.
I don't know how that just happened. That might be the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Aiden Turcotte in for the touchdown.
Did no one else just see that?
The flip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, but I don't think Turk knew that was happening.
Oh, you don't think he knew it was coming?
No, because it was a drop, and then...
Oh, so you think he just did that spur of the moment?
No, I think, Turk was going, and then wasn't, the
Because
ball was on the ground, so then he went in front, and then Noah just flipped it up to him, and it kind of landed in his hands. He didn't,
I saw the flip. I didn't realize.
So out in the 2-point conversion now. Carpenter back. Carpenter throws. Oh.
Incomplete.
That's not
let's go. Let's go back to this because that was crazy.
You ready?
Yeah. So you can see right here. I'll just do the full thing first.
So the ball
So he goes in for it. So it goes down. So it's a low snap. So it hits the ground. Oh, it's going a little bit slow. So it hits the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
then
ball
Turk
is on the ground.
Turk is supposed to be getting the ball, and you can see that he looks, but then you can see that the ball is on the ground, so he's not getting it. So then he just kind of turns his head and keeps going. But Noah's like, I'm going to keep making this play happen. So then he goes up. Turk's head is turned. And then as he's running, his hands aren't out. He's not getting ready to catch the ball. It just falls as he's swinging. His right arm goes back, just in a normal running motion. It's kind of blurry, so you can't really see. But as he's going, the ball just kind of sits into his hand. And then reflexively, he just grabs it and then runs in.
So do we call that a rushing touchdown by Turcotte or a touchdown pass by Carpenter?
I mean, that's a passing touchdown, technically, because it was a forward pass. So that was...
The thing with that
was
doesn't
crazy.
surprise me is Noah just has so much, reflexes and athleticism. And you see it,
Keegan Rennie
games that he plays. Oh.
For the Hornets. Nice kick by Keegan. That's going to drop dead at the 20. Picked up by Hennessy. Hennessy makes a move.
Running all the way across the field.
He's brought down.
So Noah just has such good reflexes and ball control that he's able to pull off things that you don't see.
No, that was wild.
5.5 minutes to go, 51-7.
We are still in the first half. If
Yep.
you're tuning in and you're seeing 51-7, this game must be almost over. It is not.
No.
Ball be back at the 27-yard line, first down and 10 papers.
Cape will take over on offense now. Inman back in the shotgun. Again, 4 wide receivers. Kind of a stacked set on the left and the right. And it's a quick screen pass to the side. Wow, Mason Henderson quickly descends on the offensive player, brings him down.
Pass completed number 8.
Very short gain.
He's brought down by number 1, Mason Henderson.
That'll bring up second down and 9.
A short gain on the play. Second down.
And it's going to be, I mean, coming into this Cape knew the challenge they had.
Yeah.
You're looking at a historic run by a Class C team here, by the Hornets. Here we go.
In the back's going to be a handoff. That's to number 22. Foley picks up a couple.
I mean, there have been teams over the decades, and some of them that we don't even know about from other places, where there's been years where there's a Class C team that you think, I bet they could compete. But now with the rules, you don't have to think or wonder.
Right.
You actually saw it happen.
Right.
Oxford Hills, great game we had here.
Yes.
21-14, and then down to Thornton.
That was a great
down
game, too.
21-6.
Yes.
And then come roaring back to win. And Thornton's the number 1 seed in
30-something unanswered points against Thornton there. That was an impressive thing to see.
Yep, and they're the number 1 seed in there. I don't even know I assume they're the South.
So third down and 8. Cape back in the shotgun. Inman takes a snap. He's going to throw it. Ball's in the air. Oh, Hennessy looked it right into his hands, and then it squirted through, and that's going to fall incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
The Hornets also beat Lewiston by a lot. We went to Lawrence, who's one of the best teams in Class B.
Yep.
Beat them 60-something to 30-something.
That was a big score. Yeah, big score in that game.
So when you're Cape, this is a tough assignment to draw. That's what I was going with that.
I honestly am just like impressed and kind of respect them for even being able to like have any kind of offensive production.
Yep.
Because when you look, like I kind of said it earlier about how, we'll wait for this to be.
Hennessy back to punt. He's getting a lot of work in the backfield, punting tonight. Nice kick right to Will Keach. Will Keach is going to make a move, deciding if he wants to jump cut or just take it right up the sideline. He's going to get it back to about the 40-yard line. Again, not really tackled, just kind of stopped his momentum.
Parker, what were you saying there before?
So I was saying earlier about how the like practice like look team is a little bit more competitive, or at least as competitive as some of these other like teams that they're going to be going against, so that kind of gives them an opportunity to work. If you look at the Cape sideline, I'm not even sure if they have enough kids to actually have a full scrimmage. Like I don't like, and if they do, it's like exactly 11. We could we have 3-4 separate
waves of players.
That we have on our sideline that are very talented, that are able to.
Oh, here we go.
Noah Carpenter with a nice throw there, intended for Keegan Rennie, but a little high. That's going to fall incomplete.
But
there's players for the Hornets that there's a lot. Like someone like Colton Taylor.
Colton Taylor would be a phenomenal
plays.
Quarterback if Noah Carpenter wasn't the quarterback. So you go from Noah to Colton. Like you go from Colton, Will, Maddox, like having those 3 running backs. But then even when you get past them, like Keegan Rennie, Ian Garcia, like these guys are good. Like Brandon Hutchinson, once you get to the lower age groups, they have a lot of talent too. So when you have
Carpenter's going to have a quick handoff there. Nice run.
Oh, big.
That's going to be enough for a first down. That'll move the chains. That was number 33, Keegan Rennie, with a nice run.
But when you have the Cape guys and they're practicing and they're doing like an inter-squad scrimmage and they're like doing like 11 on 11, I don't want to talk poorly about the Cape team, but when you're talking about the 22nd best kid on the team, when you only have 23 kids on the team, like it's just kind of difficult to get that good of a look as opposed to like Levitt where you have 40, 50 people on the team maybe.
Well, and a lot of teams with this few players would be playing 8-man.
Right.
But they're still here.
Handoff there from Carpenter to Mason Henderson. Mason Henderson making some nifty moves. Mason Henderson, did he get in?
No, looks like he was down on the 1 yard line.
Oh, just short of the touchdown. Nice run there by Mason, though. And that will set Levitt up right underneath us here on the goal line.
We have, over the years, had a few plays where Cape is right below us on the goal line, or we are, but this is a little bit less of a pressure situation than that.
It sure is. So what do we got here? We must have a play that...
The inches we need are everywhere.
Here come the inches we need. Carpenter takes a snap. Quick handoff to Mason, see if we can get him in. Oh, he stood up by the Cape. Good defense there. So we'll go again. That'll bring up second down.
Second and goal.
Under 2 minutes to go now.
I think I'm going to call Carpenter taking this one in himself.
I'm gonna take the field.
Ooh. Keegan ready in the backfield next to Noah. Oh, Carpenter throws it. Throws it to Henderson, and Henderson's going to get
There
in.
it is.
So big Mason Henderson series there with the nice run. And now he gets the touchdown pass from Noah Carpenter. And that will bring us to 57-7.
Quite an offensive display by the Hornets. What are we going here?
So lining up the two-point conversion. Minute 27 to go here in the second quarter. And Noah's going to keep it himself, and Noah's going to go in untouched.
Yep. Well, and I don't think he was going to keep it, but there was a lot of pressure in the backfield, so there's always a risk when you have a quarterback who can run that well. You get people in the backfield, and now you just got Noah unleashed.
So 59-7, minute 27 to go here in this first half. I did say that correctly.
I also just want to say for the record, Bree and Matt have a cute baby. I've been getting a few texts of like, what was that? I want to go on the record.
Does she know about you saying that yet?
I'm assuming not.
Oh, I mean, we could see from here. It's a very cute baby.
A very cute baby.
We could even get some camera on there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I've gotten several texts. I want it to go on record.
And I will say, unusually cute baby. Like, you know, everybody says.
I mean, that's kind of why. Like,
Right.
I'm not. I need to humble the kid a little bit. I need to humble the kid a little bit. I got
Was it that, or was it your jealousy of like hearing everybody talking about how cute that baby is? Like, yeah.
I'm for sure not as cute as that baby.
Parker, you're jealous of a baby. No, just,
whatever.
Just a very photogenic baby. Like some great pictures.
Yep. They're not watching the game. They're just hanging out behind us.
We should get that baby up here in the booth with us.
Oh,
Maybe
we
should
see if they can comment on the game.
We need to bring the lift down at halftime just to get the baby in the shot.
All right,
here we
Keegan
go.
ready to kick. Keegan puts it in the air. And that's taken by number 8, Logan McVeigh, making some moves. Ooh, but number 55, Xavier Gray in for that tackle.
Nice. Minute 16 to go.
That also just goes to show, I think he's taken the last couple kicks. Keegan Wright, that's a good kick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like he could be a starting kicker for most of the teams that we've gone against at least. It's just that the fact that we have depth at kicker, the fact that we have depth at punter, the fact that we have like 3 different people that can be long snappers. It's just when you have this many kids and when you have this like well coached of a team, you have a lot of talent from top to bottom.
Yeah. Well, and they have such a good system. Developmental system, obviously.
Right.
You know what else we haven't played yet is our
timeout music.
timeout music doesn't have yet. I don't know that we're at timeout, but just a little dance music for you at home.
You can see the camera start shaking when this music plays because we're dancing. Hold on. We might need to get Bree back here. She looks like she's walking off. We need to get that cute baby in at halftime, but we still got a minute 16 to go.
All right, 1st and 10 here. Minute 16 to go. Cape Elizabeth on the field. 3 receivers wide. Inman back in the shotgun. Hennessy out wide left, but it's a handoff to Foley. Foley makes a cut. Foley makes another cut. Picking up some yards, racing down the sideline. Good run there by Foley. That's going to move the chains and first down for the Capers.
That's the biggest play they've had since that big play on their first drive.
Yeah.
So this is where you're going to see some more big plays because if you haven't noticed, we see like
a lot of our younger guys.
A lot of our younger guys are starting to work their way in. I don't think we have any offensive starters or defensive starters currently on the field.
I wasn't sure how that was going to go. Like being a playoff game, I didn't know if it would just be starters all the way through, but it looks like we are going to get to see a bunch of people getting some shots at some playing time, which is great. Inman takes a snap. Another handoff to Foley. Foley makes another cut. That's good for a couple. And we're in the final 50 seconds now of this first half. Clock is running. 2nd down to go and 6. Second and 4, excuse me.
Clock running.
Inman back in the shotgun. We're at about 30 seconds to go. He's going to take the snap and a quick pitch to Foley. So Foley getting a lot of work this series. Gets away from a tackle, goes the other direction.
Just ran.
But
he
he
ran
just
a lot of yards on that play.
Just left and right. No north and south running there.
And the clock is at 10 seconds.
I don't know that there's enough time to get a play off, and I don't know.
They look like they're going to try.
They're going to try. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets the snap off. And he's going to go for it. Bomb into the end zone, and that's going to fall incomplete. That'll be the end of the first half here at Libby Field with the Hornets up 59-7. Big offensive explosion for the Hornets in this first half.
Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of helmets off, pads off, varsity guys not making their way back in.
And we are certainly in that running clock mode for the second half, so you will not see the clock stop too much in the second half.
Nope, it'll be cruising along here. Meanwhile, big change of topic here while we got you. Next Sunday, the Sentry Box is opening. So
is it next Sunday?
It is next Sunday.
Oh, my.
Yes.
So in the auditorium. So in case you don't know, Turner made a time capsule in 1923.
Correct.
So they got together, they made a time capsule, they put a bunch of stuff in it.
They actually sealed it. Like, this wasn't like...
Oh, it was sealed in a copper box from the USS Maine.
Right.
Yeah, so this isn't just like a box that they buried beneath a tree somewhere that, like, it's like a shoebox of something. It's like a legit, like,
sealed box.
They did. They raised a bunch of money, which they actually put $1,800 in the bank.
That's right.
That is worth...
Kind of to teach residents about compound interest and how the money would grow over time. So the $1,800 that they put in 1923
is
$126,000.
I think that's yeah.
I was hoping you were going to be like, is now $1,852.
No, it's grown.
It shows a bad interest account. No.
It's grown quite a bit over 100 years. And that money's going into the general fund for Turner to help with...
No, not the general fund.
Oh, okay.
The selectmen were given kind of control, but it's specifically to benefit education of future Turner residents.
Oh, fantastic.
So I have not heard a final decision on what they are going to do with it.
So that box, the 1923 box, was opened in Turner in 1973, which was the 50-year anniversary.
Yes. And there's still some people around.
Yes.
My brother was in 3rd grade, and he remembers bringing something in to go in the box. Doesn't know what it is.
What's in the box?
He doesn't know if it's in there.
Okay.
There's also a curse involved in this.
There was. Right. There was some specific language about if you do not follow the right instructions of the box,
then you will...
I believe there will be taunts of weakness.
Yes.
Taunts of weakness?
The Turner residents said that they want this box opened and then the exact way and a new box to be created every 50 years. So,
Is there an exact way? Like, what are the instructions to opening the box exactly?
That's a good question. And the person
We're going to
really
have to tune in on Sunday to find out.
Right. Well, the person who really probably should read over those rules is whoever is like emceeing the.
Oh, so that's a
event.
nice segue into who will be emceeing this event when they open a Century Box.
It'll be me. And I haven't looked into it yet, but I should. We have a couple commercials here, though. We are going to need to cut to the audio from this commercial. Oh, nope. We're not ready for it because now.
Not ready. So this Century Box was opened in 1973. That was the 50-year anniversary. And then it was resealed, and a new Century Box was created in 1973.
Yes.
So now we are at November of 2023, and it's the 50th anniversary again. So the 73 box will be opened for the first time. Nobody knows what's
in the 73 box.
And the 23 box will also be opened again for Turner residents or anyone actually to come see what was inside that box from 100 years ago.
Yep. So you can come here next Sunday, 4 o'clock.
And when we say here, we mean Levitt Area High School. It's going to be in the auditorium, a beautiful venue, lots of great seating.
There's going to be some special speakers lined up.
I know, don't want to give anything away. But
right, I haven't heard. They have some cool people, I think, coming for that.
Do we know the approximate size of this Century Box?
We
like
did.
what the dimensions are?
We did see it. It's about.
Wait.
They can't see our hands.
Well, nobody.
Right.
Hold on.
All right.
Let's get Chip on camera.
Oh yeah, on camera now. We went to see it so this summer we did some work, and we went to see this Century Box, and it was about this 2 feet wide.
That. But then the 73 box
was even bigger.
Is bigger. They made a bigger one. And I think the 23 box is a lot of paper.
Right.
Like essays, things like that.
I just appreciate when I'm like, what are the official dimensions? Chip's just like, it's like,
right, exactly.
The 73 box, I'm hoping, actually has a lot of stuff from the 70s.
We're hoping for like artifacts.
Objects and like things that relevant to the time.
And it's heavy. I know that.
Yep, very heavy. And they
What'd you say it was copper?
Well, the first one
was copper.
Is copper from USS Maine. The second one was made by someone in Turner. I know the new box they're building has copper from the dome of the State House.
That's correct.
Oh, that's cool.
Jeff Timberlake, Senator Timberlake, was able to get that.
Yep.
So people can submit things too for that.
So
that's actually a good second half topic for us.
So this is once again
what should go in the box.
This is happening next Sunday. So in 8 days here at Levitt Area High School in the auditorium. It's a free event. Everyone is welcome. We want to fill the auditorium. This is an exciting thing.
But if you can't get here,
it will be live streamed on Buzz Media. So Mr. Buzz Media himself, like he said here, Isaiah Davis, let's get in the kit. There he is. He's going to be emceeing the event with some random celebrity. I don't know.
It's actually Amanda Hill.
Amanda Hill, yeah. I don't know. Maybe you've heard of her. She may be on the news once in a while. But she's going to be the co-host with Isaiah Davis.
Yeah,
emceeing
she's
this
a
event.
star, but I'm there too.
So I will be videoing. We will be providing some commentary. And
we have other guest speakers as well.
Yes.
But we're
trying to keep
not ready to disclose.
Trying to keep it hush.
Plus, I'm not positive who they are yet. But we have some big names I think coming.
All right.
That'll be really cool. Also, there's been essay contests.
Yes.
At every grade, and even the little kids were drawing pictures, predictions of the future. Turner. We actually have a lot to talk about. Let's watch this commercial.
Yeah, we have a couple videos here that we're going to go to.
Commercial is called "Nightmare on Century Street."
What are you wearing to the Century Box opening?
Oh, I wasn't planning on going to that.
What? I think I gotta go.
Okay.
I think you should consider about going.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
The moment we've been waiting 100 years for, the opening of the Century Box. Are we ready? Here it is, and...
That was so cool! Oh god, Kylie's missing this?
Kyle's not here? Kyle's not here!
Did you guys see how cool that Century Box thing was?
I know, bro. It was sick.
What was your favorite part about it?
Where do you guys slot me, though?
You weren't there.
I need to go to the sentry box.
The moment we've been waiting 100 years for, the opening of the sentry box. Are we ready? Here it is, and
Oh
So if you caught that, the Sentry Box will be open next Sunday at 4 p.m. here at Levitt Area High School. And when I say open, like literally it's going to be open. The town selectmen are going to have some type of torch on
they
stage.
need like a blowtorch to get that open.
So they can like
Sick.
open this like box. It's
I'm
that
picturing,
sealed.
I'm picturing like Indiana Jones, like they have like crowbars and they go in. There's like 3 guys and they have to just like pry it open.
Yes, I think that is pretty much exactly what's going to happen.
And I think not knowing what's in that's what the excitement is.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I don't know that anybody really knows what's in it. There's only I think we're hoping that there's a handful of people that are in attendance that were there in '73. That would be great.
Yep.
I think they're trying to get some people that were there.
There are going to be a few people from that. And
I think they had a hard time finding anyone from 1923 to come. For the,
yes, there is nobody.
One, a couple.
So they do give the Boston Post cane. Do you know what that is?
Post cane.
The Boston Post cane. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, we learned
Post cane.
Post cane.
So
I don't know what that is.
The newspaper in the early 1900s, the Boston Post, gave every town in New England a cane, and the oldest resident in the town gets the cane.
Really?
Yes.
And
is that a real thing?
It is real. I know.
Who has the cane?
So then, and when someone dies, it goes
passed on to the next oldest person in the town.
I can't remember. I saw it at the town office.
I did too.
Does someone like actually? It's like physically at their house, or is it one of those like it's at the town office and it says like this is?
I think what they do now is they give like a replica.
There's a replica that they give.
But they keep the
original.
Yeah. But you can look in the Turner town office. It lists all the people who've had it, and it's great. Like
That's
it's a lot of like the old Turner families that you would expect that are in there.
Yep.
That's really cool. But there is no one over 100 right now.
Do you think? Are you in the back of your head like
wanting that cane someday? Yes.
Like that's gonna be me.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
As a resident of Livermore, I think you are now not able to get that though, right?
Yeah, but Livermore has one.
Oh, okay. All right.
We all got them.
All right.
Green has it. Leeds has it. You can look up your Boston Post cane. If anyone in the chat knows who has the Boston Post cane in any of our towns, I'd love to know. The cities don't get one, though. Like Lewiston, no. Auburn, no. Portland, no.
Okay.
With towns.
Towns only.
Towns get the canes. Do you want to watch one more of those commercials?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Oh, it's going to take me a second to get it ready.
About 5 minutes to go left in the half, or in halftime before the second half.
This one here really plays up the curse. You want to watch the one that's more about the curse?
I would love to know more about the curse.
What am I hitting here?
Hold on, don't hit it yet. I got to get full screen. All right.
How do we make sure the box is opened correctly?
I think I know how.
All right, welcome everybody to the 100th anniversary of the Turner Century Box. All right, so we're just gonna get right into it. All right, Aubrey, what's the first instruction?
All right, so the first thing we need to follow the instructions because of the curse.
They'll taunt you. They'll taunt you. I swear.
Go, sir. Read it. Let's open the box.
You know, fine. Let's just give them what they want. Let's just give them what they want. Let's open it.
We need to open it.
Open it. Oh my God.
Disloyal.
No, I swear, we followed the instructions.
We didn't.
We did.
Weakness.
I bench. Come on.
Unfaithful.
Just shut the box.
Got him. All right. Shut it. One now.
As you can see, I am Davis, actor in that video.
Yeah, good
Aubrey,
shout out for you
I'm
there.
assuming Oak's heavily involved in that.
Oh, yeah.
Actress, editor, writer,
Very nice.
camera woman.
So great work there by the film production classes, making some commercials for the Century Box opening. We're excited. We're going to be very excited to bring that to you next week on Sunday.
Yeah, I think I might need to show you one more here.
You could get a double dose of us next week, right? You got a playoff game probably next weekend, and then the Century Box. It's going to be a busy week for Buzz Media.
Yes. All right, we got to show you one more. I really like what these guys did.
Is that because you're starring in it?
It's not because I'm starring in it.
This is a fantastic video.
This one involves, they made it into a little short. This one we'll throw up on the Instagram. All these videos will be available online, but here we go.
So would you like to tell us what's in the Century Box?
No, I'm not going to tell you what's in the Century Box. I explained this to you already.
Why not?
Because on November 12th, you can come and you can what?
What's in the box?
Dude, I can't tell you what's in the box.
Don't
okay?
lie to me.
Listen, man, if I would get in so much trouble if I told you what's in the box. I'm not doing it.
You better tell me or else I'll lock you away in prison forever.
Okay. What's in the box is... So...
Excellent videos there. That was a great. The part of you getting punched in the
Yeah,
face, I think,
I
got
think
me
a lot
most
of-
excited.
That's the highlight.
A lot of people are going to enjoy watching that. All right, I think we can spin this camera back around now.
Yeah, time to get it off us, huh?
I'm sick of that.
And Levitt coming back out onto the field, as well as the Hornets and the Capers.
Boys on the field having a good time, dancing around, happy to be here.
You gotta love Jump Around as our second half. I like that that's the song we always come out to here.
Shout out to Maddox Demers' enthusiasm. It's 59-7. He doesn't care. He's not taking it easy. He's firing this JV squad up.
I was going to give the inches.
He's refusing to allow them to take it easy
again, but I don't think we really need the inches speech. They don't really need any extra motivation here. I think they're.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you're giving the... What's the Hathaway? Now, you've been there. Obviously, I've heard from many people that Hathaway's a great pump-up speech guy.
It's hard because I'm sure a lot of people who've shots by E-Shields, you've caught some glimpses, you've heard some audio, you've heard some clips, but there's nothing quite like being in the room. Sorry, did you have a question? Or
No.
was that kind of it?
No.
Being in the room.
Yeah, no, just keep going. This is good.
Being in the room, you can hear the audio because he has this intensity. And something that I really appreciate about Hathaway is he, works himself up to it because he goes out and he does. It's not like it's a routine that he's practiced or anything, but it's kind of the same recipe every time. You're kind of sitting there, the music's off, it's silent, and then the door whips open and he does his aggressive walk out. And then he stands in the doorway in front of everybody. Everyone jumps to their feet, puts their helmets on, and then he kind of starts talking and he's looking around. And for those who have heard him yell, he has a very specific volume and pitch that he reaches.
He does.
And it takes him 20, 25 seconds of him talking quiet, then he gets a little bit more amped up and a little bit more amped up. So mixed in with the very dramatic and intense and philosophical messages that he's sharing with you to get you pumped up about it. It's also just him screaming at you 5 inches away from your face. And so it's hard to not get just absolutely jacked up.
I know you said he doesn't do this, but now in my head, all I can picture is Mike Hathaway practicing this in front of a mirror, just like amping it up and like.
No, we may have to ask him. We were going to get an interview with him this week, so we'll have to ask if he practices.
No, it's a very specific intensity. Like you can't. That's not something. And maybe the practice is just he's been doing it.
Right.
Like 10 to 15 times, or how many games? Like 8 to 12 times a year for the past however many years he's been coaching. So like kind of practice in a way that way. But
okay, so my original
question
was going to be though. He's known for that, but like, what's the halftime message right now?
I mean, I think it's more. I think honestly, they're coaching up the JV kids more.
Right.
I think it's less so. Like, what do you? Before the game, obviously, there's an intensity. It's got to be like you can't take these guys seriously. Like we're in playoffs. If we lose, there's no tomorrow. There's no blah blah blah. All that stuff. Once you get to the second half, it's kind of just like, especially since like there's a few things that can be coached up, but like the negative aspects, you don't really want to focus on those, especially tonight. Those can be worked on in film on Monday. Mm-hmm. But for right now, it's kind of just like, what do you say to the varsity guys? It's just like, all right, good job.
You did what you're supposed to do. Now we're going to focus on what we have.
But then it starts like you start coaching up the second string guys. You start coaching up the third string guys. You start making sure, because not that they're going to get 52 points back right away, but they could easily let up like 3 touchdowns right here, and then it's kind of like, woof, like 59-7 quickly turns into 59 to like 28, and it's like
you want to finish the job.
Right. So you want to make sure that these guys, like, these aren't just second string, like, just toss them in there. Like, they're getting coached up just as aggressively and intensely as some of these.
Well, there's no more JV games, right? So this is what these guys get.
Nice kick from Keegan Rennie, I'm sorry. Picked up by Cape. He's got a hole. Makes a move.
That's not what
big return there by number 8 from Cape. That's Logan McVeigh with a nice return down to about the 30-yard line of Levitt.
But that's a perfect example. Like if Rennie doesn't hustle on that play and doesn't get him, and that's a touchdown, 20 seconds in, instead of 59-7, everyone's having a good time. It's 59-14, and is the Cape second string better than our second string? And can they put 3 touchdowns on us really quick? And then next thing you know, like the varsity guys got to start shaking their legs out a little bit and warming up and getting back out there. Obviously, that's unlikely due to how much of a lead we do have. But that's not something you want to happen. If you don't want the first string guys mad at you for making them come back in if you're a second string guy. So you're playing hard and you're.
So Inman takes a snap, and it's a quick handoff to number 6. That's Nick Erminta.
Why don't we have a second string to replace us in these games?
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Just let
the JV squad comes in after halftime. We'd have to bring the lift all the way down, though. That's the only down.
Them in here.
A gain of 8, second down.
So that was a gain of 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2. Clock is running like we talked about in the first half. That clock is just going to probably run this entire second half without too much stoppage. Inman puts the ball in the air, and it's caught by Hennessy. Hennessy makes a move, makes a man miss. Hennessy gets tackled, and that is a touchdown. In. Nice run there by Hennessy.
Number 1, Tom Hennessy for a super touchdown.
So less than 2 minutes into this quarter, clock is running.
Now, granted, again, you've been calling Hennessy's name all night. He's been the one like getting up quite a bit of the offensive plays for the varsity squad. Sometimes, like before they start making the like transitions and substitutions, it's like, let's get them 1 touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns. Just like, you know what, some of these guys are seniors. This is the last game they're going to play. You don't really want to be pulled at halftime. You kind of want to get as much out of it as you can. So
Hennessy with the extra point kick. That is good, and that makes the score 59-14.
So they get that score. You hope to see after this like some more substitutions, and then hopefully Levitt JV crew can step it up a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you're watching in New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Wow.
You got a fan watching? Excellent.
I like that.
Also, I'm going to say, Sean, so we get Sean Brannigan in here. It is not a cute baby like the way they said a cute baby on Seinfeld. It is a legitimately cute baby. It's actually so cute that Parkin is jealous because he doesn't want to share the compliment.
I think the direct quote was,
Back to the game. I'm not sure if it picked up on the camera, but shout out 51 Matt Rementer, 75 Mason Twitchell, actually taking over the water duties. So usually what happens is during like special teams or during timeouts, you'll have some of the second, third string guys run out with the racks of all the waters. Obviously, those guys being on the field now, there's no one to do that. So it really just goes to show like the teamwork, the leadership, like being able to like no one's above anyone else. Like you can see Matt Rementer's walking down with like a rack of the water bottles, like getting out there, helping the guys out.
That's awesome.
All right, Hennessy back to kick for the Capers. Big kick, ball's in the air. That's going to be taken by number 3. That's Ian Garcia. Ian with a nice return to about the 30.
And back to what you just said about the water balls, it's that kind of like leadership and culture that builds a strong program over time. Like I'm sure nobody had to tell them to do it.
Right. You can see they're out there. Like Matt's out there, Mace's out there. They've got the waters. They're like giving it out to them. And that's like, it's very easy when you have super high talent kids to just be like, I'm not doing that. Like, you get me the water. And, like, they take their helmet off and they don't care and they're sitting in the golf cart and they're, like, just hanging out, not doing anything. They're not even watching the game. These guys are watching the game. These guys are, like, actually invested in how good these guys are doing. Like, they're going to graduate. They're going to be gone. But, like, they're still looking after and they're looking out for and they're, like, kind of appreciative of the younger kids because they know that that was them at one point.
That's what you're doing right now.
So,
Chip, who was the carry there? Did you catch?
That was Randon Hutchinson on the carry, and Brock Poulin is back at quarterback for the Hornets.
Brocket.
You know, I wasn't even just being funny. Like, it really is you. Like, you're still Levitt grad.
Yeah.
Still appreciating.
Never leave.
Poulin takes a snap. Looks like he's going to throw it. Puts the ball in the air. That's going to fall incomplete.
That running clock really makes a difference because we are at 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
It does go fast when they never turn it off.
We also got somebody in Sangerville, Maine. I don't know where Sangerville, Maine is. Do you?
Is it by Madrid?
I don't think so. I would know that. But glad you're watching.
All right, Brock Poulin back in the shotgun for the Hornets. Couple of receivers wide. Man in motion, quick handoff. And brought down by the Capers.
So that's going to set up fourth down. Fourth and like 5 or 6.
4th and 5, I believe.
Now, I do want us to focus on the game because these guys are in, but just a side thing in the back of your head. Turner's making a time capsule for 50 years. What should go in it? We don't have to say right now. Just think about it. And in the chat, if you've got ideas, like
absolutely in the chat. What should
50 years from now represents Turner?
What should go in the
something from this football team?
I was gonna say honestly, obviously can't put the gold ball in, but like something from like this is legitimately a historic team. Like as good as it is, like it seems like a big deal right now. But if you look over the course of like,
there's the punt,
and that's gonna take a Levitt bounce. They're gonna let it roll, and it will be downed.
Well, and if the idea is also to tell people about what Turner's like 50 years from now, not only how good this team is, but like football's pretty center to Turner life in 2023. I wonder if they had football in 1923. I don't know if they were I know football existed. I just don't know if Levitt played.
Did it exist? I actually don't know when the first.
There was football, but I don't think it would have been played by high schools yet. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's something that historically, like you see the people like where it's like the goalposts were in the ground, it's like 2 off to the side, and they had like the leather helmets, and I don't think they actually threw the ball that often.
Right.
So I'm not really sure how much football was involved in 1923.
Cape takes over on offense now. Inman with a quick pitch to Foley. Foley's going to make a cut, and he's brought down. Gain of a couple. That'll bring up second down.
Lynette Bradford has the Boston Post can.
Lynette Bradford.
Lynette Bradford.
All right.
Bradford, that's a definite old school
say.
Turner name. Yeah, but I don't know what you put in the box from this team. Because you're right, it's not the gold ball.
You just put a flash drive of our coverage of the whole game, or the whole season.
The technology thing's weird because what technology is going to exist in 50 years?
In 50 years, I know. That's why we're excited to bring it to you on Buzz Media. We'll live on the web, and maybe they'll be able to bring it up and watch it back 50 years from now. Are you going to be around 50 years from now?
I mean, hopefully I will be there with the Boston Post cane.
Oh!
I'll be using that cane.
Yes.
Because I'll be 96. All right, we got a 3rd and 1.
And there's Kavon in the...
oh, yeah, we'll have to get him after his play.
In the golf cart. Nice run there by Cape. And, ball's out! Ball's out! Looks like Cape recovered it, though, and that will be a first down.
Student section getting pretty hyped about Kavon being
there.
back.
Yeah, there's Kavon on the golf cart.
Ball recovered by Cape's number 60, Nathan Tour.
Making the celebrity tour. The princess wave as he goes through.
Student section was obviously very concerned when he was hurt last week, but then they all started getting messages from him from inside the ambulance. Nothing breaks that kid's spirit. First down for the Capers.
1st and 10. Cape starter still in, so number 11, Inman back in the shotgun. Looks like he's going to pass, and that ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing, too, is they're leaving their starters, but also, like you pointed out, they don't have that many guys.
That's
right,
true.
Like, they make their substitutions, and it's kind of like...
Right.
And also,
like, you have to leave 2 of the starters in because...
Right. And they may have made some changes, but it might be...
Well, also to Parkin's point, for many of these seniors, it's probably the last time they're going to play organized football, so want to get their reps in while they can. 3 receivers wide, Inman back in the shotgun. He's going to put it in the air again. Pretty pass. And it's a catch.
Who was that on the tackle?
25?
Like number 25?
Riley Meisner?
Riley Meisner.
That's John.
Probably a lot of these guys, I say a lot, I don't actually know. I imagine at least a couple because Cape Elizabeth state champion 2 years ago. So you got to imagine that at least a few of the kids on the field were
part of a state championship
part
team.
of a state championship team.
Yeah.
So
again, three wide receivers out for the Capers. Inman back in the shotgun. It's a quick handoff. I believe that was number 22, Foley. He takes a couple of Hornets with him. A couple of tough yards there as he runs into a
These Cape games over the years, so obviously 2 years ago here in the final, we saw Cape score on the last play of the game from the 1.
Yep, with seconds on the clock.
The next year in the regular season, remember, they were driving to win that game as well. Sawyer Hathaway had a big interception late in the game to seal it.
Yep.
But then in the playoffs last year,
whole different story.
A little bit different there.
I don't remember what the score was.
A lot to a little.
Yeah.
Inman back. He's going to throw for the end zone. He's got a man.
And that game actually wasn't here.
That was number 1.
That was at Lewiston because the field was a little beat up.
Tom Hennessy again with the 2nd touchdown catch of the game. Nice pass there from Inman. And we are at 59:20. Clock is still running, like we mentioned. We're at 21 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, so moving very fast.
Sangerville's up near Dover Foxcroft.
Oh, okay.
I've been hearing a lot about Dover Foxcroft. They're kind of the
they have a really good team, right?
Levitt of Class D, some people are saying.
Oh, okay.
Like supposedly they're a little
Kick
bit
is up.
outclassed and
Kick is up, kick is wide, so that is
That's
no good.
In the 3rd quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll move
Make sure you
to the
change
4th.
that on the thing. We don't want to get...
Wow, how much time do I have to do it? Am I already late?
Yep.
There we go.
There it is. Got it. That's good. Oh, the clock's already running again.
Only 3 seconds. Oh, no, they're going to reset.
Oh, they went back. I was like, that seems... I mean, I like the running clock, but the quarter should have to start. We don't know yet what day the game is. We do know who our opponent is.
Do we? Because they're playing tonight.
No, I think it was last night. I think Freiburg beat Chevrolet.
I thought so.
Oh.
Freiburg beat Chevrolet last night.
Okay.
So Freiburg, we had a good game with them early in the year. Well, we ended up winning by a decent amount, but it was a battle in the first half.
Yep.
That music's loud.
Yep. Yeah, definitely, as far as Class C goes, one of the more competitive games that we've had.
Yep. And they also had they had those Canadian kids in the team.
That's right. I feel like they had a big running back too.
They did.
Yep. So definitely that'll be a good matchup. Freiburg.
I don't know.
Was
if
that
it's
the
first
first game that we had a lot of international?
Yes.
Yep. That was the one. Nice kick here by Cape. That's going to be taken by Ian Garcia. Ian making some moves. Taken down. About an 11-yard return.
I don't know if it's going to be here or not. There is a chance that we could move and play at Lewiston again.
Right.
If the field's available. And
is that more for keeping this field from getting ripped up, or more for
I think it's less.
size?
I think it's less getting it ripped up, and it's more so like player safety. Because like at this point, obviously we don't want to completely destroy the field, but it's like next week would be the last home game if it was played on here. So I think it would be more so like weather-wise, like it's kind of as the year goes on, you would just be a little bit better off on turf as opposed to.
Brock Poulin back for the Hornets. He's going to quick handoff to Randon Hutchinson, who's going to move the pile, and he's still moving the pile. Tough run there by Randon. Tackled right away, but just kept moving his legs and pushing the pile forward.
A lot of my Period 2 video production right here. Hutchinson, Riley, and Brock.
Speaking of mullets, Randon Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah.
Got a good one.
Yeah, no, he's bringing it. They have one of those videos up for the Sentry Box as well on the old YouTube.
10:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Levitt up 59-20. If you're just joining us, a lot of that scoring done in the first half. Brock Poulin's going to take the snap. He's going to put the ball in the air. Oh. Good effort there. That was number 87, Josh Blay. Tried to reel that in, but it falls incomplete. That'll bring up third down.
We are right at 10 minutes.
So what we're looking at right now, given just the amount of seniors, this is kind of, with a few exceptions, what we're going to be looking at next year. Like, this is kind of what the offense is, because when you take away all the seniors, like, you have Aiden Levesque is going to be out there, Kavon's going to be out there, Mason Henderson's going to be out there, Rennie's going to be out there, but a majority of these guys we're looking at right now are going to be your starters next year.
Brock Poulin with a quick handoff to number 25, Riley Meisner. Riley's going to make a nice little run, picks up a couple, but that's not going to be enough for the first down. That will bring up fourth and about 8.
25, Riley Meisner on the carry.
Guessing they're going to punt?
By number 15, Brendan Guthrie. Oh, a gain of 2, fourth down and 8.
Definitely cooling off up here as the sun is down and the wind's picking up a little bit.
I don't regret my decision to not wear a coat. Are my hands a little cold? Yes. But it's fine. My coat wasn't blue, and I wanted to go with blue, so. Oh, what do we got here? Timeout?
Looks like we do have a timeout.
Timeout, Levitt.
Levitt.
Here first.
And we will have replay Ryan's next week. Ryan's, I don't know if Ryan's is still watching, but he was watching earlier. We should have our full
crew.
Full crew.
4 of us up here. That'll be a lot, huh?
Well, if it's at Lewiston.
Or at Lewiston.
Oh, or at Lewiston.
Well, last year
that's what we did last year.
Last year
it was nice and spaced out. We had a booth. We had a table.
I know. I kind of like the Lewiston setup. It's a
nice field, no doubt.
But I don't know if that's where we're going or not. I did ask LaRoche.
You know where we'll be next Sunday.
He didn't tell me. No, the Sentry Box. Oh, and then you know what else is next Saturday? The old craft fair.
Oh.
True.
I know Parkin's going to be there.
Ian Garcia. Ian Garcia's going to keep it. Thought that was going to be a punt. It was a fake. I don't know that he got enough to get the first down, though, so that will be a turnover on downs, and Cape will take over.
Parkin, are you going to be selling crafts this year?
No.
Or just buying?
I believe I'm going to be just kind of supervising. I think the senior class is going to be working some of the doors.
Oh, that's right.
Got to get some.
Right. But you're not going to be buying any crafts? No,
I mean, I'm
early,
sure if there's some
early
good
Christmas shopping?
if there's some good crafts, then I'll have to buy them. So, but no, I will not be selling any.
No. Maybe.
Maybe there's a nice baby toy you could get an apology gift to that small child that you dissed
I'd
earlier.
like to apologize for absolutely nothing.
That's not how apologies work. There we go.
All right, Cape Elizabeth with 4 wide receivers. Nope, now it's 3. Someone running off there in haste. And a quick handoff to Foley. Foley runs right into Ian Garcia, though, and is taken down.
Gained about 2.
And that'll bring up second down. 7 minutes to go here in this final quarter.
Oh, so Jody in the chat said she did not know who had the cane, but she knew who to ask, which was Keegan Rennie's great-grandmother.
Oh, nice.
Christine Hinckley. Hinckley is another
I was going to say that's
Turner name.
And when I looked at that Boston Post cane, I'm pretty sure there were some Hinkleys that have had it in the past.
Right. Yep.
You would bring it to the press box, please. Looking for a Subaru e-Fox. If you would bring those to the
2nd and 8.
The owner would greatly appreciate it.
And another handoff there.
Nice.
Number 22's. Foley takes a
Defense
cut and a jump. He picks up a few more, but it's going to bring up third down and about 5.
Nickerson on the tackle. Defense holding pretty well in this drive. 3rd and 4.
So on the field right now, we got 8 Joe Martin, 3 Ian Garcia, 62 Cam Libby, 59 Jace Kavai, 87 Josh Blaze, 54 Brady Barclay, 74 Reed Langlois, 79 Alden Nickerson, 25 Riley Meisner, 81 Dane Cabral.
Quarterback's back. Reed Langlois misses him. He gets away. And he's going to take it out of bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Also, I saw Dane Cabral out there, I believe, number 81.
He wanted to pass, but he did not see.
Yeah, no one open. And Langlois was right on his heels in the backfield and just missed him, and he was able to squirt away and get out of bounds. That'll bring up first down and 10 on the 29-yard line.
5.5 minutes to go.
Maybe the 20-yard line. I think that scoreboard might be wrong.
Yeah. Looks like 43 came in. I think that's Joe Nickerson.
43 is Joe Nickerson,
and 24, is that Liam Turcott? Who's 24?
24 is Asa Hodgkin.
Asa Hodgkin.
Up the middle. Flag flies there.
There's a flag there.
I was going to be shocked if Liam Turcott got out there.
Nice job not looking at a roster.
Listen, I got my guys. I know.
You got almost everybody there.
I know. Apologies to Asa. I mixed that one up, but I was kind of surprised. I was like, Liam's a little young to be out there, but no. I got him.
Clock is under 5 minutes now.
That
50 was 50 J-Mo Italian getting out there. I'm a big J-Mo guy.
1st and 2 somehow here.
That was due to the penalty, I believe. Ball's in the air and falls incomplete in the end zone.
I was just questioning what the penalty was that set up a 1st and 2.
With the rolling clock, it's hard to tell.
Who's to say?
It's just going so fast.
No, nobody really can tell. Some things are just unknowable. Like what's in the sentry box.
We will know a week from tomorrow.
If you're there, and then for a week you can go to the Turnertown office before it's resealed, not to be open for another 50 years.
Very exciting. All right, Inman back to throw. It goes down to a knee. I'm not sure. There's a flag that came in there. Might have been a hold by the Capers. I think maybe they'll decline that, or...
Yeah, it looked like they were kind of closing in on the quarterback, so the offensive line had nothing to do but
hold. You making excuses for the offensive line.
Sometimes, I mean, that's one of those things where it's like sometimes you got to do it. Like, you know that you're going to get a penalty, but if it's like at the risk of your quarterback getting smoked by someone who's just like coming in hot like at them, like you would rather take that penalty than.
Now we have a 2nd and 12.
Ball's in the air, caught by number 13. Number 13 is going to make a move. And he's pushed out of bounds. Number 13, that was Kian Nostine. Have not said his name tonight, but good catch by him.
So they're at about the 3-yard line. We just went under 3 minutes to go.
77, Isaiah Meacham coming in.
Oh, nice.
59, Jace Kavaya out there at nose tackle as well.
I'm a big Meacham fan. First of all, just because of my general support of people named Isaiah. But he's great. I have Isaiah in class.
Yeah, as we're getting close to like the 2 minutes, 30 seconds left, we're starting to see some of those freshmen, some of those like juniors and sophomores getting pulled out, some of the freshmen starting to work their way in. We got 50 J-Mo Italian, 77 Isaiah Meacham are the freshmen out there right now.
So first down and goal now for the Capers. Very close here. Oh, great tackle there.
Josh Blaze, Joe Nickerson making a good play.
Josh Blay, yeah, that's
good
stop.
Jen Carver in the chat said 1958 was the last year they had 6-man football played at Levitt. And she doesn't know if they then went to 8-man or just full-on football, but 6-man football, that's
what
wild.
positions are 6-man?
I don't know.
Do you wear pads for 6-man? Or is that just
it was 1958.
I mean, 7-on-7 is kind of just flag football, but like that's one less than that.
Yeah,
so like, do you have the pads and the helmets?
I really have a lot of questions.
Inman takes a snap, quick handoff.
Oh, Italian making a good play.
Italian with a great tackle.
Hornets trying to make a big stand here.
Look at this Hornet defense standing up on the goal line. I like it.
This is a very different end of the game stance, but still, it is Capes coming right below us with 1:20 to go in the fourth quarter, driving to try to score.
Third down and 1. Clock is running. We're at 1:13. Inman runs in with the play here.
Exactly 1 minute.
Man in motion for Cape.
I believe Hathaway just told Isaiah Meacham to blitz, or he was talking
Inman
to me.
takes a snap, and it's a quick pitch.
Oh, no.
Flag.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. He did get in, but there was a flag on the play.
I definitely heard Isaiah go, and I don't know if Hathaway was trying to tell me to do something, but makes more sense that it would be Isaiah Meacham.
50-50.
That's just another thing about Hathaway, though. Like
his voice.
Well, that too. He cannot help but coach. Granted, this is obviously his team, but this is where like someone else would be like, my guys are out, like JV coach, you're taking over. He's out there like I would see it happen on like little kid when these guys were in like first, second, third grade, whatever. Like I would be at games watching, and he would just be on the sideline, kind of like watching. Then next thing you know, he's calling the plays and like changing the defense up.
Third down, it's a
here we
run.
go. Hornets trying to keep him out. Oh,
big hit.
Big hit there. Number 22, Mike Foley gets in for the touchdown.
12 seconds to go. And that clock's running. Are they not even going to go for 2?
I think they might just let this clock run out.
59-26.
Yeah, looks it.
And that will be a Levitt flawless victory.
Yes. Indeed. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back here next weekend. We don't know yet if it's Friday or Saturday. We don't know where it is, but
we know
wherever it is.
Well, we know Levitt v. Freiburg.
Levitt, Freiburg, and Buzz Media are all going to be meeting up somewhere. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good night.
Good night.